Welcome back to Waw Movie Recapped. This time we will be shown a man on a chair. The man's name is Junho. Suddenly a woman entered the house. He then went upstairs and met Junho, who was lying down. Shortly after, they immediately did a wikwik. When finished, then Junho ate together with the woman. The woman's name is Yorin. He is Junho's girlfriend. But while eating together, Junho's father came. He came home drunk. His father's name is Yongsu. They then chatted while joking. Yorin immediately greeted Yongsu, but Yongsu gave some money to Yorin. He also hugged him and squeezed Yorin's body, which made Yorin angry and left Junho because he did not accept his father's treatment. But Junho explained that his father acted like that because he was drunk. However, Yorin still did not accept it. Yorin then kicked Junho's tool of war. The next day Junho and his father were seen eating together. Here Yongsu often tells his son that Yongsu will remarry to a Russian woman, where he met the woman while he was away running his business in Russia. Hearing this, Junho was happy because his father remarried. But Junho asked his father that he was first introduced by the prospective stepmother. Continued that night Junho and his father were eating together. Yongsu tells his son that tomorrow afternoon he will pick up his future wife at the airport and take her home. The next day Scene who had come to the house with a woman. The woman's name is Olga. She is the one who will become Yongsu's wife and Junho's stepmother. Then Yongsu introduced to his son. Here seeing Olga as a young and beautiful woman, at first Junho thought she was his father's business friend. But after knowing Olga as his future stepmother, Junho immediately saluted and looked very surprised. They then drank together while chatting. Junho was seen always glancing at Olga's mountain. After that Yongsu said goodbye to go to work, while Olga went to the room to change his clothes. Junho took Olga's drink and drank it while imagining that he had the lips of his stepmother to be. But soon Olga came with sexy clothes that made Junho become awkward. They then went upstairs and tidied up the messy house. While reading a magazine, Junho accidentally bumped into Olga's mountain, but it made Olga smile. Starting from here Junho more familiar with Olga, until finally Olga gave a sweet kiss that made Junho shocked and his mind drifted. That night, Yongsu came home from work and was drinking with the two of them. Because it was able to stand Olga then dance in front of them, Yongsu told his son not to see him and left the room. The departed Junho, Yongsu immediately approached Olga. Not long after that they immediately did a wikwik. Meanwhile Junho was seen lying on the sofa. He then heard a very loud sigh. Curiosity, Junho went to check, which turned out to be the sound produced by his father and Olga, who were in the process of making children. But when Junho was peeking at the process, Olga saw it and smiled. It made Junho aroused and rushed off. Junho then went to the kitchen to get a drink to calm himself down. While imagining the swaying of her future stepmother, Yorin suddenly came. It also made Junho happy because Yorin came at the right time, which was when he was needed. Junho then invited Yorin into his room. Not long after that they immediately did wikwik. Meanwhile Olga, who had finished, came to Junho's room and heard Yorin sigh with Junho. The next day Junho and Yorin were seen meeting Yongsu at a restaurant. Then when they hugged, Yongsu whispered something to Yorin. A few days passed. Yongsu says that he is going to Russia to take care of his business and will be back in a few days. Junho and Olga took Yongsu to his car. After that they then went shopping for kitchen supplies at a supermarket, but they look very intimate like a lover. Then when Junho's house was cutting vegetables, a knife hit his hand. Olga, who saw this, tried to treat Junho's hand by sucking the blood on the injured finger. But it made Junho's sword in a position ready for battle. Junho then invited Olga to have a wik with him, and it turned out that Olga also allowed it. Not long after that they immediately did a wikwik. After that incident, they both always did it when Young-soo was away at work. Meanwhile, Young-soo has been seen going to meet Yorin. Which turns out, Young-soo never went to Russia, but he always went to see Yorin, that's his son's girlfriend. Young-soo invites Yorin to a house. Not long after that, they immediately did a wikwik.
이렇게 헤어지려니까 너무 아쉽다.
At the end of the film, it looks like Young-soo has just arrived. The three of them then ate together. Here Young-soo asks Olga, does she feel at home? Hearing this, Junho was shocked because he was afraid that Olga would leave and he could no longer do Wikipedia with his future stepmother. But Olga said that she was very comfortable and would live forever in their house.
잘 됐다 뭐. 잘 됐어. 뭐라고 하면 뭐.
The film ends.